Santa Caterina's head and one finger are preserved in Siena, and the remainder of her body in Rome, tightly packed and, in my imagination, squashed to fit the beliefs and customs and desires of so many others, sedimented below centuries of stone-old rubble, petrified within a caste, made to resemble what those in power wished her to be, buried in two churches of brick and duty, martyrdom and mortar. I put stones in my mouth and taste them. They are delicious, like dry white wine, mineralised. But I do not want any of us to be buried under immobilised rock. I read about stones that travel, whether on a ring or within an avalanche of snow or down rivers that flow. I meet a man with a stone face. It is strong but moving. It is not solid, because he is a sculptor who creates forests of dreams with stones allowed to move in their natural way. No casting, no sticking, just a balancing. I do not want any of us to be buried under immobilised rock, whether they be apartments, churches, cities, companies, or tombstones we try to live in, or they try to bury us under. I want us to sprout roses from the juices of our bellies. I want the squash of our cheeks to soften the curves of peaches and apricots. I want our eyes to enter the wings of hummingbirds and scatter seeds of rain to the ocean, tinting waves in the memory of pupils and irises. I want us to be eaten up by life so we can die in ecstasy. I want the rivers to wash away our remains down the stream of consciousness that we humans think is so important. And I want our flesh to be pounded by rocks the rivers make our bodies meet, pounded into thin powder, sandy flour, to bake in the sun and feed more life on the crisp golden edged dough of our skins and the soft moist warmth of our flesh. Eat us up, life, so we may become all of you. The wind is tickling us awake so we can continue this dream, walking through the day. May the dream continue through the whispers of our voices in wind and willow, not weeping but laughing, not sleeping but dreaming. I want the crushed blood of our bruises to be extracted into grapes of wine to drunken the soil and hummingbirds. I want our bones to bleach in the sun and become rivered stones, polished and round, waiting to be thrown back into the water by a wanderer. I want the tips of our noses to be echoed in the ridge of mountains and the crests of waves to be our nipples when they enter waters cold, and the fall of our hair to be sung in the cascades of hidden lakes. I want us to be this forest and river forever and ever, and for the bodies of our beloveds to join us here too, and all the bodies of those we know and don't know, to love the wild call of nature, beauty beating in our hearts, and below our feet, calling us to live and die, and live and die, and live and die, and